Hello there, I'm Mark Griffiths, a client partner at New Leaf Training and Development. And I'm delighted to say I'm joined today by Karen Agrait, who is the Learning and Development Manager at Goodwill Industries of Central Florida. So Karen, two questions for you to answer in no more than 4 minutes or so. We do call this Take 5 for a reason. Number one, tell us a little bit more about the organization, what you do and who you serve. And number two, what are you learning personally, professionally, or even as an organization during these challenging times that you think others would find helpful, hopeful, or even humorous? Over to you, and then I'll wrap us up when you finish.
Thank you so much, Mark. Pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for including me today. Certainly, I am with Goodwill Industries of Central Florida. I've been here just over about a month, and I love it. We are affiliated with Goodwill Industries International, of course, who has 150 Goodwills worldwide. And our mission, of course, is building lives that work. A couple of interesting statistics in 2019, we were able to serve right here in Central Florida 41,544 people and place 9,326 people in jobs. So obviously during this pandemic here in 2020, it's even more critical that we get people back to work. So during the pandemic, our vocational centers have actually gone to 18,000 individuals. We took it online and were able to serve a 6-county area during this time here in 2020. So heading learning and development here is exciting, of course. And as far as learning and development and being able to shed a little bit of light on things here in this global pandemic that we're dealing with and navigating within the workplace, I have to say that this year has been one of highs and lows that I think everybody can relate to. And certainly, relationships has been just an absolute paramount driver in my ability, number one, to stay sane, and number two, just to really be able to look at the brighter side of things. And from a learning and development standpoint, just really honor the amount of incredible innovations that individuals and businesses, organizations have done to navigate through these turbulent times. And we just have to have our seatbelts on because we're still in it, and we have a lot more to wade through. So, on a personal note, I was unemployed. I was one of the folks that was laid off, and the first time in my career that's ever happened. So I was a little bit at a loss of where to go and what to do, feeling a little directionless for the first time in my life, right? L&D, you're supposed to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that, we were all a little bit of a fish out of water, but I actually took the opportunity and connected with those relationships that I've cultivated over the years, you included, Mark. So thank you so much for that support during that time. And, I am just surrounded, I'm so grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful professionals, colleagues, family, and friends. And I think in this time, wherever you land in an organization, whether you're employed or unemployed, just know your worth, know your value, know who you are as an individual. And I took that time, that 4 months, and really just reflected on, where I've been and where I want to go and, what now with the status of the world. And, the folks here at Goodwill, of course, offered me this great opportunity. And that was actually through a connection. So through my professional network is how I was able to land this position here. And, I feel like taking that time, learning from each other's failures just as much as you do successes is really critical. I've always been a fan of honesty and transparency. I think it's even more vital today. We're all navigating through waters that are really uncharted, and having grace with one another, listening, being that listening ear, taking those extra few minutes. I know that we're all have very detailed and busy agendas, and we're going from one thing to the next to the next. But here's what I know. Culture builds capacity, and culture is comprised of individuals with different experiences and backgrounds and thoughts. So with that, I believe I'm at 4 minutes. So I want to honor the 5-minute leadership time here that we have today. And again, thanks so much, Mark.
Wow. Well, on behalf of everyone watching this back, thank you, Karen, for your insights. Thank you for the great work you do at Goodwill Industries of Central Florida. Have a great rest of the day, everyone, and goodbye.
Thank you.